Matador.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to part 11 of this Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster Platinum Trophy walkthrough. I'm really excited to get into this one with you. We've got a lot of ground to cover, and I know you're going to love it. So we are right outside of Castle Baron, and we're going to head on inside and get an upgrade to our airship. So let's do it. Once you go inside, you're just going to proceed up into the first main intersection in the hallway. Go to the right and up the stairs. From here, you want to just follow the walkway. And then when you go down the stairs, there's going to be a man in the courtyard outside. Go talk to him for a little scene. Hello, Cecil. The boss ordered us to attach this hook to the Enterprise. It won't take long. It's done! Now you can hoist and carry the hovercraft. Just fly the Enterprise right over the hovercraft and press confirm to pick it up and drop it down. You can go pretty much anywhere now, even the cave of Eblan that leads to the Tower of Babel. Simply lower the hovercraft over the shallows to board it. There's something I must tell you both. It's about Sid. He's impossible, yes, we know. With all that crazy energy, I can't imagine he'll ever check out. I doubt anyone could put him out of commission. We must return to work, but good luck to you all. Okay, and now with the hoist attached to it, we can go get our hovercraft. So let's head way back up by Mount Hobbs, way in the north. You can see a little blue dot on the mini-map, so go right there. And then when you're hovering over it, you can press confirm, and that will grab the hovercraft. And now we're going to fly it way down by Eblan, which is the continent in the lower left-hand corner of the map. So there's a little yellow dot way in the bottom left. Go fly down to that, and that's going to be where we're going to drop off our hovercraft, right outside the shallows here. So just put it on the green space and then park right next to that with the airship, and now board the hovercraft, and we're going to go right along the shallow water here in these rocks, and we can go all the way to the left and then up and into this cave. Okay, the Cave of Eblan is pretty simple. We're going to start by going immediately to the right. There's a couple hidden passageways that can take us to some treasure chests. And then we can go down into the water and down this little waterfall, and we'll find some more treasure chests along the way. You'll encounter some new enemies like the Bloody Bat and the Cave Bat here. They're not very difficult to defeat, so just use really whatever you want to take them out. The hardest part about this battle is how long it takes, because they use Blood Feast all the time in this, and that just has kind of a long animation that repeats non-stop. But one use of Ifrit's Hellfire will be more than enough to wipe all these guys out. Go down the waterfall until you see some stairs that you can go up, and then go down the bridge and keep heading down to get to another treasure chest. We'll be interrupted by some Skaldiers right here. They are a mechanical enemy. They're weak to fire, but our ice weapons do just fine against them too. Not a big deal. So do whatever you need to do to take care of these guys, but they're pretty weak. Okay, grab this treasure chest for a vampire fang. Now head up and to the left across the bridge, and then just work your way down and to the left. At this intersection, you're going to go down and down the stairs. This is the Eblan Settlement. There's not a whole lot we need to do here, just a couple items to pick up. You can go into the first door to get to the inn and the item shop, so stock up on supplies if you need to. The next door with a couple guards outside of it is your armor shop and your weapon shop. There's a little small upgrade that you can get for people. It's not a big deal. You can save your money if you want to. And the weapons, not that great either, so you can use a power staff for Rosa. Otherwise, feel free just to keep a bow or something on her. Those work really well too. And then, of course, if you do buy anything, make sure that you equip it, otherwise that will just be a waste of time. And now you'll head down and up these stairs. There's another room with 2 guards all the way on the left. Go in it, and there's 2 items that we need to pick up from here. The first one is the bottom right pot that you can grab a potion from, and then way on the far left side at the end of the hallway, there's another pot with a potion. And those are the 2 items that we need to get from here. So then we will head up and out the north exit here. We'll just confirm, yes, there are no chests and only 2 items here, and then proceed up. The path to the Tower of Babel has a lot of chests. There's one immediately to your right when you walk in, and then when you go up this path, there's another treasure chest right at the top. At the dead guard, head on down, and you can go to the right, and you can grab another high potion. Now let's backtrack the way we came up through that secret passage, and we're going to go out the top exit. From here, continue up and to the right. You can see 3 stones right here. You'll go past those and up, and you can grab this treasure chest here for a bomb core. Now head down just past those rocks, and you can go to the right through a secret passageway to grab a shuriken. Go back through the secret passageway, and now go south past the dead guard and down the stairs. There are 3 treasure chests right here, so go ahead and grab those. And then we'll go back up to the rock and to the right, and there's another passageway here that takes us to 2 more treasure chests just off to the side. Head back to the middle part where we started and now go south. From here we're going to go to the right and then down south. There's 1 treasure chest on the left that we can grab, and then go to the right for 3 more. And now we're going to go up, and we can go up the stairs here and continue all the way up until we get to the stairs and go up. There's a room immediately to your right. Go ahead and go into that one. There's a save point here, so you can use a tent if you want to. You can save, but then don't leave as soon as that's done, because there is actually an item that's hidden in this room. Go up and to the right, and there's a hidden passageway all the way to the right for a monster in a box encounter. So these are 2 steel golems. They're not very tough. You'd think that golems or something like this would have really high defense, and they don't. It's just a couple attacks, 1 from Cecil and 1 from Cain should be more than enough to take them out. As a reward for this encounter, we get the Blood Sword, which will go along with Cain's Blood Lance, and we will actually use that in a later farming session. We'll go out of this room and then to the left, and there's a stairway right in front of you. Go on up that and grab a gold needle from that treasure chest, and then you can go up through this middle passageway here next to the door and continue going up. You'll see a couple characters up ahead, and when you walk close, you'll get a cutscene. Rubicante, at last we meet. Am I supposed to know who you are? I am Edge, Prince of Eblan. Eblan? I don't believe I've heard that name before. It doesn't matter, because you're about to meet your demise. This battle between Rubicante and Edge is totally scripted, so just watch it play out. Poor technique. This is how it's done. I must say, I'm quite impressed. Continue your training. I look forward to our next meeting. Come back! Are you alright? I can't believe I lost. Who are you? We're after Rubicante, same as you. Stay out of this. He's mine. Well, you obviously don't know who you're dealing with. He's one of the 4 elemental lords. You saw how easily he overpowered you just now? Ha! You take me for some craven prince? I'm the rightful heir to the throne of Eblan, a kingdom long famed for its ninjutsu. Leave, I can take care of myself. Stop it! Tella, Yang, Sid, they're all gone. Please, no more. Hey. Rydia. Oh. Rubicante is the strongest of the 4 lords. The odds might be against us, but somehow we must recover the crystals. Alright, I'll let you take a share of the action. I can never bear to see a pretty girl cry. He's got quite a mouth. Rosa, give him a hand. Cura! Thanks. Not 1 but 2 charming ladies? Maybe this won't be so bad after all. Alright, let's do this. Gee, I don't know about him. Ninja Edge has joined the party. Alright, before going up, go back down and to the left to grab this treasure chest. And at this point, you should have all 20 treasure chests in this area. So if you have that, then head on up. And this takes us back into the Tower of Babel. How do we get in? Heh, watch this. Ready? And we're back through. We'll grab the treasure chest right in front of you for a unicorn horn, and then head south and around. We're going to just continue along a very narrow passageway, and it's very linear all the way around. Here's a mystery egg. We fought these things before, so you can hatch one of these and see what's inside. This time we have Lamia, so go ahead and take this out. At this point, they shouldn't be very strong. We've fought these before. Just remember that they do counterattack with Entice when they get hit, and that will confuse one of your party members. So just be prepared for that. Try to only hit them the fewest number of times possible for the maximum damage. Continue along the very linear path as we go, and when we get to a door, walk right past it because we have another treasure chest up ahead. So go all the way against the right wall, and there's a treasure chest there. We do encounter 2 new enemies here. We've got Ghost Knights up front and a Sorcerer in the back. The Sorcerer will, of course, spawn new monsters as soon as we hit it, if there aren't any monsters in front of it. So focus on hitting the Sorcerer, but also you want to take out the Ghost Knights. Just be aware that the Ghost Knight will counterattack with the Bio spell whenever it's hit. So just like that Lamia before, try to hit it as few times possible for the maximum amount of damage. This treasure chest contained the Silver Hourglass. I did get the Legendary Warrior Trophy for killing 1,000 enemies there. And now we can go through that door that we passed before. Once you get into the next room, go to the right and all the way up the right wall. We're going to once again follow the linear path, and this time when you see a long bridge going down, go across it, but beware, there's a monster inside of it. And it's going to be 4 of these mad ogres that you see in the bottom left hand corner. We fought these in Eblan Castle quite a while ago, so at this point we should be able to take care of them no problem. Just know that this fight's a little bit tricky too, because the Coral will counterattack with Blaster if you hit it. I just like to use Shiva to eliminate all these guys at once, except for the Mad Ogre, and then we'll be able to just fight him normally in a 5v1 situation. So a couple of physical attacks should be enough to take him out, and then we can go on. Like I just mentioned, this is a monster in a box encounter, so make sure that you save up. It's going to be a little bit tough. Make sure that you're ready to do some good healing with everyone, and we'll fight these guys off the best way that we can. Remember that magic attacks don't really hurt them at all. You saw Shiva only did 1 damage against this guy before, so instead we're going to focus on mostly physical attacks, which is exactly what they do. So let's use Protect in order to guard against their physical attacks, try to lessen the damage coming in, and then we will use our party members to deal a lot of physical damage to them, and we'll just kind of whittle them down one by one. It's a little hard to tell what to do with Edge at this point because he's not very strong. He has very little HP. He's got just 8 more than what Rydia has at this point. So he's not really a frontline fighter, even though he's a physical attacker. He can use ranged weapons, but we don't really have a lot of those for him right now. So I have him in the back row. He's not going to do a lot of damage because of that, but I know that if he's in the front row, he can get one shot by these guys. So as he gets stronger, we'll be able to move him up into a front row position, but I would definitely recommend keeping him in the back row for now and just taking the sacrifice of lesser damage in order to keep him alive a little bit easier. Okay, and with all those guys gone, now we can get the Ogre Killer, which would have been very handy to have a minute ago while we were fighting those guys. Well, anyway, we'll continue along the path to the left, and we're going to go up and into this door that you see right in front of us. Now head down and to the right, but don't go in that door. Instead, go around to the right and grab the treasure chest here for a Lilith's Kiss, and now we're going to backtrack and go through that door. From here, go to the right, and then you'll go up, and we will once again follow the linear path around, and we're going to go down when we're able to. Here's a new enemy that we haven't fought before. It's a Grudger, and these guys we're just going to use Shiva to do lots of damage, take out all those balloons in one hit, and then we can just do a quick follow-up attack to get rid of the Grudger, because she won't die from just one Shiva. Let's keep going. We're going to head down, and we will grab the chest on the way right off the side. It's the Ashura sword. It's a nice little upgrade for Edge, so go ahead and throw that on him. And then we will continue on toward the left, and we can go up and through the door. Alright, we're back to level 3. Let's work our way around the path. There's a nice little blue orb here. It does absolutely nothing. It looks like it's important, but it's not. If you go in the first door on the right, it's just a save room, so go ahead and heal up and use that as necessary. Otherwise, go into the right door and then immediately into the left door to get up into the 5th floor. Head down the left pathway, and then you can go all the way into the left side. There's a long passageway in the middle, and you can go up that to grab a whole bunch of gil. And now we can go up into the center here. Edge. Father? Mother? Thank heavens, you're all right. You're alive? Come with us, Edge. Yes, come with us. Where will we go? To hell! Now we have the King of Eblan and the Queen of Eblan. This is a scripted fight, so don't worry about it. What's going on? Father, Mother! It's me, Edge, your son. The king and queen break free from the spell. Edge. We are no longer human. We no longer belong here. I'm sorry, Edge. We must go now. Eblan lies in good hands. Serve our people well. Don't leave me. Farewell, my son. Mother! Don't go! Edge. Lugay. He overstepped his bounds this time. Rubicante, you twisted devil! I am sorry for your loss, but it was Lugay who turned your parents into monsters. My only wish is to battle you fairly. To hell with your self-righteous blabbering! I admire your spirit. But anger can never draw out one's true strength. It blinds you to what you truly need to see. Shut up! I'll show you the power of rage! Anger evoked Edge's dormant powers. Edge has learned Flood and Blitz. Well, this is interesting. Still, nothing can penetrate my cloak of flame, not even ice. Let's do a quick save and don't bother with healing because Rubicante will heal us. I shall restore you to full strength. Do not disappoint me. HP and MP restored. Here we go against Rubicante, the final and strongest of the 4 elemental lords. This guy has a strength to fire, so don't use any fire-based spells. He will absorb them all. And he has 2 forms. He has his cloak form and his human form, or as I like to call the leg out and the leg in forms. So if you can see his leg, that means that he is vulnerable to magic attacks. And you definitely want to focus on using any like ice or water spells against him for extra damage. However, if you cannot see his leg and he is completely wrapped up in his cloak, that means that he will absorb any spells that come his way, as well as cause him to cast Blizzara on himself and ironically heal himself. So there you can see he used Diamond Dust from Shiva, and then he counters that with using Blizzara on himself, which actually ends up hurting himself more. Now he's back into cloak form, and this is when we do not want to hit him with any elemental spells because it's going to cause him to absorb that damage as health, and also he'll cast Blizzara again and heal himself for that. So you have to wait until you see his leg when he's in leg form. That's when you want to hit him with all the best ice spells you have. Using Rydia is a little bit tricky in this sense, especially if you're going to use something like Shiva. If you have like Blizzara or Blizzaga, it's a little bit more predictable because the cast times are shorter. But using summons like Shiva, it takes a long time, so you might actually end up hitting him when he's in his cloak form and end up healing him as a result of that. So what do you want to do to fight him? Well, obviously attack him when he's vulnerable and try to not attack him when he's going to absorb it. Unfortunately, I mistimed this one, and you can watch what happens. So Diamond Dust, when he's in cloak form, will actually end up healing him, and then he retaliates by using Blazar on himself, which will also heal him. So kind of a step backwards in that case. And I used a Flood with Edge, and that healed him even more. So big steps backwards. He's going to keep using Fira on your whole party throughout, and he can use some physical attacks that do some decent damage against your characters. So Rosa's just going to spend her time healing. We'll throw some physical attacks at him with Cain. Hopefully you still have an ice weapon attached to him, and you can use physical attacks with Cecil as well for some good damage, and Edge can use either physical attacks or probably a Flood if you have the MP for it. He'll use things like Inferno to completely one-shot one of your characters, so you'll just have to pick them up with the Phoenix down if it hits Rosa, or she can use Life or something to pick them up. But I would really recommend just focusing on having maybe Edge be your support resurrector, and then Rosa can heal them with her white magic from there. And that's really how this battle is going to go. It's not terribly difficult as long as you do the right things at the right times. So I'll just let this one play out, and you can watch it, and I will see you at the end. Well fought. But this is not the end. I shall rise again. And there you go, Rubicante is down, hopefully without too much trouble for you. Looks like Cain took a pretty good beating at the end there, but in the end, he did survive. Even the weak become strong when they work together. I am most impressed. Until we meet again. Father, Mother, you can rest in peace now. Your Highness! Gramps! Pray, let us fight with you. Where is that devil Rubicante? We got him. It's over. Splendid! These people helped me out. Oh my, it's you! So, who's this Golbez? Rubicante's master. He plans to gather the crystals so he can reach the moon. Why the moon? We don't know exactly. We think he seeks some great power that's hidden there. We have to stop him. So he's the evil mastermind behind all this. I'm going with you. But, Your Highness, Eblan needs you. Eblan can wait. We've got to stop this guy before it's too late. But... stop worrying and go home. I'll be fine. Very well. Everyone, please take good care of our prince. May fortune favor you, Your Highness. Thank you, everyone. Okay, let's go get Golbez. We need to get the crystals first. Right. Lead the way. And here's the Inflamed Anchor Trophy for defeating Rubicante. Well, when this fight's done, let's head on up, and we're going to be inside the crystal room.
It's a trap!
Ow, that hurt. That was a nasty drop. We are now in a different part of the Tower Babel that was previously inaccessible. From where you land, go straight up and you can grab a treasure chest here for a high potion. There are a few new enemies in this room. They seem to spawn a lot more frequently here. One of them is a green dragon. Not too terribly difficult. We're going to just use jump and then some physical attacks to take them out. Not very difficult at all for this. Keep running around in this room. There's a few more things that we need to get. Here we have the Lamia Matriarch and a Mystery Egg. So we haven't got the Lamia Matriarch yet. This one's not very tough. It does counterattack, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage to us. You can see it's doing 8-9 damage against Cecil. And we'll just use jump, and that will be pretty much enough to take it down. We can then hatch this egg, and this one just happens to be a Lamia, and it can be anything that pops out of this as long as it appears in the dungeon itself. So take this one out, and then we can move on to find the next monster that we need. Keep running around, there's a little bit more to find. Here's a Mithril Golem. They do hit pretty hard. It does almost 500 damage, and we're just going to use some physical attacks. It doesn't have a whole lot of defense or anything, and just a little bit of teamwork, it will be enough to take this guy down. So now with the green dragon, the Lamia Matriarch, and that Mithril Golem added to the Bestiary, we can continue on. And we're going to go through the door, and now we're going to go up and to the right. There's another door just ahead, so go up in there. And then head down and work your way down this very narrow pathway. There's going to be a treasure chest in the top right corner, so go up and grab that one after the long bridge. Now head back all the way to the bottom and to the left, and you can go along this pathway until you see a little bridge here. Let's stop and make sure that we have all 8 treasure chests in the Tower Babel, and then we can check our Bestiary to make sure that we have all of the entries. Okay, so scroll way down in your Bestiary, and you want to make sure that you have everything from 92 all the way down through 105. You need all of those added to the Bestiary, and again, this is a one-time visit location, so you definitely want to make sure you get all of those things from here. And if you're all good with that, then we can continue on, and we can go up this bridge for a scene. An enemy airship? Let's use it to get out of here. But that's stealing. Who cares? Besides, we'll put it to better use. It could be another trap. Hey, she's not bad. Let's call her Falcon. What do you think, Radia? What does it matter? Let's get going. Yes, let's go. Falcon, take us up. Alright, and with our new airship, we're going to take a break right here. I know some of you have gotten caught up with the series or are very close. Just know that I am working hard to get all of these out as quickly as possible. I basically got the game beaten at this point, so I'm just working on getting the videos edited and the voiceovers put into place, and then I can start publishing them for you. Feel free to check out the other guides that I have if you want to work on those in the meantime. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.